Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast. It's your boy Toasted, and today we've got a special one. We're diving deep into the mind of the most creative and experimental producers to come out of the natural state, the one and only Flintwick. This is what he sounds like. From Fort Smith, Arkansas, but transplanted to Fayetteville, Arkansas to explode into the EDM scene. Let's see what he has to say.
Going straight into it. And who we with right now, bro?
Flintwick,
Hell yeah, bro.
Brady Cagle, music producer, DJ, performer, instrumentalist. I don't know.
What's it like being one of the top producers in Arkansas, and still kind of people sleep on it.
It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool because like a lot of people's, I think, first experiences into like local producers is my weird shit. So it's like, fuck yeah, got them while they're young. Like before, it's like, like I think a lot of times in electronic music, you start with, some like heavy dubstep. You start with like something a little more before you get to the experimental, glitchy, weird, psychedelic stuff. And so I think being a household name in the electronic scene is pretty cool. And then I look at places like Denver where like everybody's a badass producer. It's sick. Like there's like a balance, because like here I am like, damn it, I wish there were more people that made like my similar music that I could nerd out with. Like when I go to Denver, I know somebody on every freaking corner. But I feel like I would feel like a drop in the bucket among so many badass people, and probably feel like, oh shit, like got a lot to like work towards and live up to. Whereas here, I'm like, I'm just doing my thing.
And you're from Arkansas.
I'm from here. Yeah.
Yeah, where at in Arkansas?
I'm from Fort Smith.
Okay.
So like 45 minutes from here. So it's part of Northwest Arkansas. All of this, Fayetteville and Fort Smith. So I'm from Fort Smith, and after I graduated high school in 2015, I moved to Little Rock and lived there for like 4 or 5 years, and then moved up to Fayetteville with me and my band. At the time, I was playing with the band Deep Sequence, and Flintwick and Deep Sequence were my two projects. And we painstakingly moved the whole band and their girlfriends and all of us all up here to Fayetteville. And then fucking COVID happened. And
Everybody's got a COVID story.
yeah, so it was right when I moved here. I was like, son of a biscuit. But yeah, it's all good, and I've wanted to be here since. And Deep Sequence is disbanded, or is at least on hiatus.
I liked Deep Sequence.
Thanks, man.
I really did.
It was fun. It
bro.
was fun as hell. I got to get all my instrumental side out.
You guys opened up for Papadosio a couple times.
Yeah. We're like on their official tour for a couple stops. I think in like 2022, and then 23. But then in 23, our guitarist was having family health emergencies, so we weren't able to go on tour with him. So luckily, we all know Flintwick was able to save the day. It's like, oh, cool. At least one person in Deep Sequence still hitting all the shows.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
At least you're still going and doing all that. What's it been like since post-COVID? Like it's been different.
Yeah, everything's been different. Like, I don't know, just shows, the dance floor, people's enthusiasm, more fans. I've gotten a lot more fans and played some really meaningful shows. And yeah, but now like there's just such a problem with the music scene and music industry since COVID, of just like people not buying pre-sales, not having the money.
Not having the money's been the hugest thing.
And on top of that, people going way too hard on substances, because like, I mean, you've been pent up for years. You suddenly don't have any fucking money, and now it's just like you just want to do drugs, and you're overdoing it because, I mean, you're dealing with a lot. We're all dealing with a lot of bullshit, so people are dropping out, and it's just not good. So I think that has a lot to do with, just the energy on the dance floor. Certain drugs go up, some go down, and back before COVID, the festival scene, like just music festivals in general, like Wakarusa, not like single genre festivals.
Yeah.
I feel like since COVID, it's really narrowed into single genre festivals, whereas like before it's just everything was festive, like summer camp and Wakarusa, and like everything was inspiring, and people weren't dressing the same. It was just like a little different energy, and you still find that in pockets, and in different scenes, but as a performer, it's been weird.
How do you feel about Backwoods?
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of great experiences there. I know the company did some shady business, or some beef happened or something. I don't know. I have my own stories, but I miss Backwoods greatly because it's what kept that little ounce of Wakarusa. I swear to God, it just like stayed there kind of at Backwoods. Obviously, it's the same festival ground.
Yeah.
As Mulberry Mountain, which is like the best.
The best.
It's
the best.
It's the best.
I've been to many venues. You've been to many venues. I've been to many venues. I still think that's one of the best places.
Yeah.
Most magical places in the country.
Yeah, absolutely.
Besides, the farm too, because like I don't know why, I just have a weird connection with that damn Jerry Shrine.
Oh yeah, the Jerry Garcia Shrine. Yeah, at the farm here in Eureka Springs in Arkansas, there's a fucking Jerry Garcia Shrine. It's like a big art installation at the very top peak of the hill of the festival, and it's a transcendental experience to wander up there.
People
wobble up there.
Stuff. Wobble.
Yeah, you wobble up there.
It's on this hill.
Yeah.
Dog.
Well, yeah, it's like, because like, I don't know about you, but like, I don't usually stay up all night at festivals. I know most people, I know that's just like kind of what you do. You party all night and then until the sun rises, but like.
Well, it depends. Like if I'm like sometimes our installs are like till 4 a.m. like at Wakanda.
Right.
So it's like you gotta stay up till 4 a.m. and then you gotta put all the.
I mean, I'll stay up till 4, but whenever
whenever
that sun starts cracking, a lot of times I'll just be like, guys, I'm sorry. I know I could keep going, but
Vampiric.
like I wanna hang out tomorrow, so I'm gonna do this. But there's that like perfect like one of those nights of the weekend where you do stay up all night and you're on a sick one, and you and your buddies are just like, let's go on an adventure. Let's go up to the fucking Jerry Shrine. You wander up that hill, and then it's just like, whoa. You look at it for a second, and it's like, all right, well, let's like mosey on back. Yeah, let's go do some other shit.
There's picnic benches and stuff out there now.
You're right. Yeah, people leave offerings and like.
Those things stay there too.
Yeah,
people
they stay
are
there
like,
for festivals.
Dude, I've seen something there for a while. Like,
imagine taking some of that shit. How could you?
That's bad juju, bro.
Like you'll see random shit too, like some Skittles, and then somebody's like knife their grandfather gave them. So it's like real serious shit, and then it's like, oh shit, and then there's like trash, but like
that's
but
like
they put it, but it seems like it's like right there in a spot, like that is like intentional. So it's, I don't know, maybe it's not trash at that point.
Picture that's been there has been there forever, dude.
Yeah,
it's been there forever.
Yeah,
so, talk to him. What's it like being on a distribution company? What's it like being on bigger and better things right now than just the local scene?
So I'm on an agency right now. I'm on Pivotal, and I've been on 3 agencies now, which a booking agency, which is like they answer emails of people like reaching out to book me, and they do the negotiations, and they also do outreach to other festivals and venues and say like, oh, Flintwick's gonna be in your area, do you want to do this, or do you want to do this package? Maybe you can do these artists that are on the same roster. I've been on different agencies where there's a lot of people on the roster to work with, so I'd end up on random shows with them a little more. But since COVID, it's always like constantly like hitting peaks and valleys. So they handle just the booking, and all the managerial and releases and everything else is all on me. And like distribution and everything. I just go online to DistroKid or Symphonic. And
is that a big task, like to handle that specific thing, or is it like?
Well, no, because I mean, really, it's just a matter of
because you got to be flying, you got to be driving.
well, yeah, there's all you have to do. All yeah. I mean, being a producer is like 20% maybe, if that, is making music. Well, sadly, like.
Hey, take these notes down right now.
Yeah,
I'm pretty character just to say take those notes.
Well, but everything is like so important. All the tiny like things add to the cup. You know, you can't like overfill this cup and leave out this one. Like the social media part, yeah, it's a bitch, but that is a piece of the you know, that's a thing of the cup. Some people way overfill that and they wonder like what the hell. And it's like, well, your music quality, or not even that, like your branding output, or all this stuff is like, you know, you're not putting enough focus in that direction. So you know, distributing the song is as a matter of just, you know, uploading something to fucking SoundCloud. Basically, I go to DistroKid is the one I've always used. So you just like upload whatever track you want, and they're like, okay, what stores you want it in? Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, all that. You know, they check all the ones you want, and then it'll send it off, and you know, with your album art and track credits and everything. And within, you know, depending on your release date, could be a week or two, they will have them in the stores, and that's easy. But then there's the whole promo before, during, and after, getting people to click, preparing yourself to where, like, you know, like your release day, you should have everything planned way before you're actually getting to it, you know. And you know, if you're doing reels and all your social posts, which it is a bitch, and a lot of artists don't need that. There's tons of artists that just get big and don't use reels and social media. But it is a super quick way to get attention on your music. Do you have to stress about it so much that it like destroys you as an artist? Like, no, you don't have to. Like, find some way to you know, work it in. You don't have to be creative and make a bunch of short form media, though that's what the professionals are going to tell you to do. That is proven to work. Yeah. But a lot of times people overdo it and way overfill that cup. And
do you find it annoying to like have someone complain to you about like not having something work but not done enough?
No, nothing ever really annoys me with people's
because I find it annoying sometimes, especially within the rap culture.
Yeah, I can understand. I understand. So I don't know. It's hard for It's hard for me to like catch annoyances. I'm too empathetic. It's like I can see exactly why you don't do that. You know, I get it, but like I see why it sucks waking up every morning and going to the gym. But I know doing it is gonna make you feel better, and like, you know, it's in like consistency. But like, am I gonna be annoyed that you're gonna complain that you're not strong enough? No, because it is a bitch to get up and go to the gym. Yeah. Like, I can't be annoyed at you. Like, I get it, but you know, doing all those little things are gonna help.
So what would you say the most challenging thing is for you, being a developmental, still developing in a big shoes artist, you know, and producer? Man,
a couple of things. Finishing tracks. That's exactly it. You follow my personal Instagram where I like just every night like post some bullshit I'm working on. Those are all just doodles, and it sucks because like I have my friends like why they get mad at me like, dog, like, why are you not releasing that? Like, I can't even fucking make a 4-bar loop. I'm like, no, dude, you can. Like, and also that was a doodle. Like, I'm way overthinking that. Like, trust me, in 10 years you're gonna be making shit that, you know, I'm not gonna say like mine was better than yours, but like you're to your head more advanced than what you're doing now, and you're gonna look back and be like, oh yeah, I wasn't putting my all. I do see that it wasn't like totally there, and yeah, I don't know. That's my biggest issue is finishing things, and then.
Is there like a team, or you do it all by yourself?
No, I do everything. I used to have Incanti, from Zebler and Canty Experience, Ben Cantil. He used to master my tunes, and I've had Seppa master tunes before. But other than that, I've just done it all myself. I like in the last stages of making a song, I like panic and I'm like, I have to send this to like, I have like 3 or 4 homies that I have my 3 or 4 like musician homies that I send it to, and I'm like, yo, I need you to listen to this. It's always my fucking snare drum. I'm always like, does anything sound weird to you?
Yo.
If he fucking says anything about that fucking snare, I know it's like, and like it's so I get that, but I also send it to my homies that just listen to music.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones, you know, the biggest thing that fucks up an artist is thinking about the people that you look up to listening to your art or seeing your art.
Yeah.
And it makes you overthink it. It makes you never finish the song. It makes you never release the song until you're satisfied, but you're never fucking satisfied. So the second you stop thinking about that big artist in your genre that you want to be so bad ever hearing it, or even just other peers in the genre, then just think of playing it live at a show to 100 people. You feel so much more free, so much more liberated, and then you just fucking go in and like knock it out.
Have you got to meet any of your heroes? Like, or
yeah,
people,
man.
And what was that experience like? Because I've met a couple of mine, and man, some of them were really chill, and some of them were assholes.
Oh, really? No,
Yeah.
I haven't got that yet.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten the asshole. I've gotten like, I've said dumb shit.
Yeah.
I think that's always gonna happen the first couple times meet your heroes and
I was
say
with
something.
Tommy
silly.
Tropical, bro, and we were talking to Inspector Deck, and he kept calling him Method Man. Yo, so like,
okay, this is fair. He wasn't just being a dick.
No, he was slosh, bro.
okay, word. Okay.
He's like, I gotta go into my trailer, guys. Y'all have a good one. And we're like walking back with him and shit. It was terrible.
That's
Cause I'm trying to like get Tommy in, bro. Like, I'm not supposed to be back here.
Right.
This is
like,
before.
reel it back,
Yeah.
dog. That's so funny.
That was a funny memory. I'll never forget that one. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't a dick.
I've met a handful of my heroes. Like I said in Canty, of Zebler and Canty Experience. He was a big one. He was a huge inspiration for my sound design, and not even just sound design, just composition. He really got me into like psychedelic trap ideas, or like mixing psytrance and halftime, or like more bouncy, like booty shaking genres.
Right.
I think a lot of people would assume Tipper, because like Tipper like does it. So he's like one of
Everybody loves Tipper.
right, and he's like the goat at, you know, making the squelchy psychedelic sounds. But a lot of it to me comes from like Schwangel and like in psytrance, and artists like in Canty getting that kind of stuff and breaking it, disjointing it, and creating new genres out of it. So he was a big one, and you know, now we're good friends. We were just kicking it all last weekend at Astronauts.
It's funny how that works in the entertainment industry.
Oh yeah,
it's really cool.
Well, it makes sense because at the time when I first started releasing as Flintwick, he was a huge inspiration, and Halfred from Italy, he was a huge inspiration, and they have like a couple collabs together. And I think Halfred, or no, Somatos, another inspiration, another good buddy, he like found my music and reposted it, and then Halfred found it, and then Halfred sends it to Incanti, and he's like, dude, this guy totally, you know, sounds like us, like, you know, similar styles, or maybe didn't, you know, say that, but it's like, listen to this kid. And Incanti, you know, is like, whoa, like, this is groundbreaking stuff, like, good shit. And I'm like, of course you like this. So, like, you inspired the fuck out of this, dude.
Was that a breakthrough moment? Was that the breakthrough moment?
Well, okay, so that was the thing. That happened before I released my first EP. Like, I only released a mix, and then already had the attention of, like, what I expected. You know, and they're not, like, huge artists, but to me, it meant a lot, you know, it's your inspirations whenever I was a little spunnion, 28, 19 or 20 years old.
I think everybody was a spunnion.
For sure. And, like, you know, now to finally meet the dude, and
French fry.
before I even release my shit, come here, baby girl. No, she'll come. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. And then I've never been one to like completely idolize people. And what's up, baby girl? You gonna knock over the camera? Oh God, here she comes. There's a little baby making an appearance. Oh God. Oh, come here. Okay, no, she's gone. That was a fail. That's when you want it most, man.
It's when you want it most.
But yeah, I mean, I've never gotten like shook up from somebody being like a celebrity, or
Yeah.
I just can so quickly everybody's human to me. Maybe it's all the psychedelics. Like it's just, you know, like, but like I said, you know, maybe a little tongue twisted at first because I'm like, I've had so much time to ask you all the questions for the moment I meet you, and I don't have any fucking questions to ask right now. What kind of audio interface do you use? It's like, and I ask like the stupidest shit possible. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I've had a couple of those moments, but I haven't met anybody like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
What's the quickest you've made an ID or a project?
Shit, dude. I mean, it depends when it stops, because like I said, I'm really bad at finishing songs, so I'll make like, I feel like a really good, like 90, like 80, 70 to 90% of an idea in a couple hours. I've, you know, done challenges, make a track in an hour. And yeah, I've done that plenty. And I just, for my down tempo set, I made 3 tracks in 6 hours. It was like two nights before my show, and I was like, man, I was gonna do my down tempo set to be like half DJ set and like drop some like chill tunes that I've like listened to throughout the years, and but like also wanted to have some new stuff, and I have tons of down tempo things that I have just never played live.
Right.
Like during my Flintwick sets, my banger sets, like at the very end, I'll play it like a melodic, like a pretty banger, but it's never really down tempo, but it's close. But
I think it's a nice balance between all the rhythm shit going on.
Yeah, for sure.
That's serious,
for
bro.
sure. But I like it for a second, you know, in my sets. I'm sorry, because I absolutely fucking love whenever somebody else just plays a down tempo set and I get to groove to the crowd with it. But maybe I'm always worried when I'm on stage. I'm like, no, I want people like busting the goddamn move the whole time.
Facts. So I made a post in the Wakan group chat right after Wakan about you, and I said, and I quote, I'll put the post on there and stuff too, but it said, you know, Flintwick sound would be very awesome to have next year, or something, you know, it would fit perfectly with the sound next year. And like almost 200 people went and liked that comment.
Oh yeah, dude.
And stuff. So there's a lot of people that want you to make it back up to the mountain.
Yeah, man. I would love to. I mean, shit.
So I know that they're letting some other homies blow glass up there next year and stuff too. So maybe they're trying to step in the local direction again.
Yeah,
or something. But you know, were you there this year?
No, I wasn't there this year. I was in San Fran.
Of course you were. You were working hard. You were just out there. What was it like playing at like Meow Wolf and stuff?
Oh yeah, Meow Wolf. Well, that was in Denver a couple years ago. That was fucking awesome. But I don't know if you know the story about my Meow Wolf show. So the first iteration, it was me, and for openers I had Uga, Maxfield, Deerskin, and Foxy Dope, and then to close out the night was Flo. So it was like all friends and all fucking amazing musicians, stacked and stacked and stacked. The VJ list was fucking stacked. And it was also my birthday celebration. My birthday's on 9/11, by the way. Never forget that one.
Never forget that one, no.
Been rinsing that since 2001.
Rinsing that is crazy.
But no, but so I it was my birthday, and Foxy Dope killed it, Deerskin killed it, and then right at the end of the Deerskin set, all the power like shuts off, and I'm in the green room like having a drink or something, and my agent slash like manager type thing at the time comes back and he's like, "Brady, can I talk to you real quick?" And I'm like, "What was that? What the fuck was that?" And so he stands out and he's like, yeah, so half of Meow Wolf is all black right now. They like it all turned off. Well, it went black and then came back on, but the power surged. There was a horrible like thunderstorm or something happening, and so we're gonna have to cancel the show and reschedule it. And so he reschedules it, and it was fine. You know, we ended up playing a couple months later. We ended up selling it out. The reschedule might have kind of helped. We were gonna sell it out that night. Most likely, I think we were just like less than 50 ticket sales away. But we ended up actually selling it out by the time it came back around, and everything went well. We played our sets, but somebody fucking tells me they heard a rumor that one of the Meow Wolf people said the last show got canceled not from a fucking thunder or lightning bolt hitting the transformer, but a fucking goose. Like geese like migrating.
Goose? No,
I guess like yeah, no, like geese like migrating, like hit a transformer and fucking surged Meow Wolf, and I'm like, wasn't a fucking goose, it was a fucking lightning bolt. It was sick and fucked up. It wasn't a stupid goose. Okay?
Bro got taken out like a goose.
That's crazy.
It wasn't a goose.
It wasn't a goose. Maybe it was a goose.
Potentially
it was a goose.
that would have been crazy.
That's funny as fuck, bro.
Yeah, I remember.
That's
Like,
so
no, it was
funny.
it was a fucking sick lightning bolt.
Um, what do you think is the next thing that you need to do to like, level up your potential for what you're doing now? What's the next level for you?
Man, so it's really difficult navigating this scene that a lot of my fan base is, from, and like a lot of my popularity is around, because you kind of see the growth of artists all around you and see how it's all kind of almost the same. Like everybody kind of hits this and then they hit a good management and they do this, and I don't know, I've just never had the same approaches. I've never had the same connections. Like I said, I've only had booking agents. I haven't had anybody really help push my project and like tell me like, hey, like from a managerial standpoint, like this is how we're gonna get you on a playlist, this is what we're gonna do here, like what do you want to do here. I've never had that, so like I feel like all I can do is continue to do what I'm doing and release music, and definitely think outside of the scene and outside of the box, and not pigeonhole myself and kind of get stuck in just like the tipper scene or just the
whatever you're doing is
psychedelic scene.
Working.
Yeah, man. And I think that's a lot of like being from Arkansas helped curate like I don't know if curate's the word, but like grow my fan base as like a really unique.
No, curate is correct, because a lot of things, and I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh, you're good.
But like curate is the correct word, because a lot of things have to be created here. There's a lot of things that we think that is here, but a lot of people are having a hand, pick and hand build and, pick all of the pieces to work for it together. Like, I can totally agree where curate comes to some of those things, bro. Or the word of mind.
Yeah, well, I think, like I was saying, I think like just being here helped create a very unique fan base within that niche that Tipper and even Spangle and Ott like helped carve the way for psychedelic based music. And I think just being stuck here in Arkansas and really big, like surprisingly large in fan base in the jam scene. Like I think a lot of jam enthusiasts or people that don't typically like electronic music kind of gravitate towards mine. I just can only assume because it's in my blood. Like being a jam band kid and being a funk musician, it's like maybe there's something in my grooves that is just like formed into the funk that somebody that like might not typically like your banger bass music can kind of understand something.
Your brand is really good, and you play the live instruments, and like the, I can see why old heads and jam band enthusiasts can see what they see in you because of what you do, and you give them a show. A lot of them really don't like that the music is what we are used to. They're not used to being so perfect. They're used to hearing like the fuck ups. They're used to hearing like
Yeah.
all of the sounds and someone having to fluently play the instrument and sing at the same time and be multi-talented. You know, the beeps and boops and the robot music takes that completely away from them.
Yeah.
It's the same reason why they want people to come and talk to them at their camp. It's the same because they need that human to human interaction.
Yeah, for sure.
And at least that's how it was explained to me.
Yeah, yeah. No, that makes complete sense. That makes total sense. Which with Flintwick, I don't really even play live instruments live. There really isn't like room for it. Right. I guess in my compositions and my glitchy like funky stuff, I just don't really have any live stuff. But the reels that I post and like showcasing, yeah, for sure, showcasing like. You know, I know how to do this, and also it's fun, and like that kind of goes back to like the reels and content making thing is like it doesn't feel like I'm making content. Like it's such a weird word to me because like I've been making these fucking videos since before reels were invented, since before they had a name. Keep open that so it doesn't die on me. But yeah, whenever it's just videos. YouTube videos. It was fun. Like musicians didn't like have always kind of. It's never been like a forced. Like you don't need to feel forced, but like musicians have always just like, I'm gonna make a silly video and put it on YouTube for no reason. It has nothing to do with, like the thing. And so, was that making content back then, or was it just making entertainment? Like that's how I see it. It's just entertainment. I don't feel this. I feel pressure to put out some reels. In a sense, because I've had some good ones go off, and you want to feed the algorithm, as fucking demonic as it sounds. You want to like feed the algorithm and build that, because I'm gonna release. It sounds kind of fucked up, right? But whenever I release my art, I want people to see it. Yeah. And the thing is, Facebook and Instagram fucks musicians. Oh, yeah. If you want your art to be seen, you have to pay for it. And whether that paying for it is physical, your money, I don't have money, I'm not going to do that. Or it's fucking playing, being a monkey, and dancing. But it doesn't feel like that to me, because I'm like, I can fucking play my instrument and record it. It's not that difficult. It's not like it doesn't put me out. And it makes me a better musician to like record yourself and actually hit a perfect take. I can sit here and play for like an hour and never like hit a wrong note, but the second that I record myself, you rap. Yeah, you know exactly what I mean. Like the second you get in the booth, you know what happens.
I have people write songs and shit, and it's the same thing. It's
yeah. And if you don't practice, if you're not if all you do is spit bars with your homies constantly, I bet you're fucking fire. But then the second you hit that studio and you hear that metronome or even the beat, or hear your voice in your ears or disconnected from your ears, some people don't want the headphones on. It's going to be different. You're not going to flow the same. You're going to be put on the spot, and you might have to do 50 takes, or you kind of just roll with one take is what I find a lot of rappers do.
Blow your mind real quick, bro. The most crazy thing that I've seen about the studio is that these kids, that all older, taller, we're all fucking kids. But the older people, the younger people, a lot of those people had zero music theory training. Just like any of us. Oh, yeah. None. They don't know metronome. They don't know any of that shit. But these kids come and pour their heart and soul into that fucking studio, bro. And they come out with these tracks. Even though like some of them are like very vulgar or very violent or just in general like something that you wouldn't listen to every single day or to go get groceries. And they still are in pocket. They're still on the beat.
It's not a necessary thing. You don't need to be practiced. But damn it, the more you do it, the better you're gonna get. Like so, making those like reels, it's just making me better, and it's fucking fun. It's art. It's art. It's just making. And also, whenever I do those, like the ones where I build the beat, frame by frame. I make all those that morning. I make that improvised entirely. I make those videos in 2.5 hours.
It takes me a while to edit shit, bro.
Yeah.
It takes me so long.
Like I make the track and get all the recordings in the first hour, and then airdrop all my videos to my computer, and then start editing for the next hour and a half. The next hour at least, but then that next half hour is like dropping it to my phone, making sure it looks good. Oh wait, that angle looks weird. Going back, re-editing, perfecting it, you know, for that last 30 minutes. All to eventually drop at 11 a.m. Because that's when my algorithm's popping the most.
Right.
And just those kind of things, you know, might save you a lot of headache of the pressure of, you know, making content and posting things. Just the time of day with the algorithm. Learning about the algorithm, you don't have to fucking, like, you know, give it your blood. Like, you can do small things like post at the right time. Google when's the best time to post. You have analytics to look. All you have to do is know a little bit of data analysis.
The algorithm thing is so finicky to me, bro. It's like I've made high tier content, I've made low tier content, but the one video that I just made recently, they got like 2 million views. Like, that's like probably some of the nichest, weirdest content I've ever made at McDonald's, bro, of all places. And it launched me into a whole different fucking bracket on TikTok. So it's like, it's so weird how that thing is. And I'm posting at 11 o'clock at night. I'm doing multiple edits for multiple people. I'm shooting music videos. I'm still writing music and shit. And then, like, I'm posting at 11:45 at night. And
at night?
At night, bro.
Whoa.
I'm posting whenever I get a project done. I post it right then and there, because if I don't post it, I will not
overthink it. You'll
overthink it, and I'll be like,
that's exactly. That's why I wake up and do it in the morning by 11 a.m.
It takes me 4 hours to do all of this shit. And to chop the reels and everything like that, it takes another 2 hours. And you know, like, that shit takes time, bro. So I'm very like, dude, whenever you put your reels out there, and there's other people that I see put their reels out there, and I'm just like, dude, that shit looks so much better than mine, bro.
Yeah.
So, I over fucking think it a lot, dude. Oh my god, it's so
well, that's
annoying.
the thing. It's wild because, like, you do have to overthink it, but but you don't, like, oh, it's so hard. You have to really know what things are supposed to be overthinking.
Yeah.
And then what things you should really not care about and not overthink. And that's so hard. It's such a fine detail. Because, like, I don't know, like, my bandmates, my ex-bandmates, you know, they would tell you the same thing as my production buddy who did one of my shows recently. There was a bit of a discrepancy because I was being, it was very last minute. It was all kind of on my bad, and communication errors of not locking in let's say, like, a visual wall. Yeah. You know? And I was going back and forth of whether I wanted a projector or a visual wall or just nothing at all, because I've had so many so many shows where a projector screen looks horrible. It looks
really.
Oh, totally. I mean, more often than not, like, or skewed in a weird way, and it's just like, dude, it would just look more professional for everybody to remove that. If we can't get an LED wall, I think the next best step isn't a little projector screen. No, it's nothing, and just having lights. You know, anything that you're questionable about, you know, you should think that. And this one,
trust your gut situation.
Yeah, and I've always been one to trust my gut, being, you know, the caller of all shots, and my meticulousness and my attention to detail, I think, is an aspect that people, you know, know me by. And my bandmates, we'll get to back to the projector, the screen. My buddy's telling me, like, no, like, the projector's gonna look fine, and I'm like, man, I really don't know about it, but maybe I do. Like, maybe what about this and this? And he's like, look, man, I think you're overthinking it. And I'm like, no, you should overthink it. Like, I'm like, no, dude, like, you saying that makes me want to get rid of it more, because, like, yeah, I am overthinking it, and usually when I overthink things, it's for a reason, because my gut, it's always right. You know, like, not always, but, like, a lot of times it is. So, like,
there are the couple times,
you know,
but more so than others, and I've definitely been there.
And then it ends up coming down to it. I see it set up, It looked totally fine. It looked fucking sick. It looked great. And had I way overthought it, I would have been wrong. I would have been wrong, you know. But like, it was good to overthink that. Like I needed to go through that process of you know, thinking the worst, accepting it, actually finally seeing it before like being like, because if I didn't like it, I would have said, no, let's take it down. Let's take it down. Like, sorry guys, like seriously, I'll pay you for your time, but like, I'm questionable about it. But it's good to overthink those things.
Yeah.
And I told them, I was like, look, dude, I'm sorry. Like, you need to ask my bandmates. Like, we'd be in the recording studio and a guitar solo would have one little flub of a note, and I would be like, let's re-record that solo. And they're like, no, it's totally fine. I'm like, no, it's not. You don't hear that? You can't hear that? And they're like, Brady, that is so much.
That's what you buy a sound engineer for.
Well, for sure. Well, that's the thing is, at the time we had an engineer recording, but like, I'm like a producer.
You know what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing.
He was more of like, record it, get it down. I'm like a full project, a producer mindset. I'm like thinking of the layers in the background that we're gonna add. I'm thinking about everything, and I'm thinking about how, I know, the band Talk, you can't hear a single messed up flubby note in a single one of their licks. Not a single one. So why not spend the extra 30 minutes, I know we're paying for it, to just record it again? And it's like, no, you're overthinking it. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but at some point somebody's gonna be laying in their car after a long ride home, listening to our record, fucking coming down off of mushrooms or something, and just like falling in love and everything, and like that one little note, like they're trailing note to note, hearing everything's flowing so well, and in that one moment, maybe it doesn't derange anything, it doesn't mess anything up in their trip, but it's a notice. It's like a little tick. It's like there's like a little tick in this smooth surface.
Have you ever found beauty in imperfections?
Absolutely.
But it's like, what if it's
but
that?
But then there are things that have that quality, that can have those imperfections. Whenever you're doing something hyper clean, but then there's one part of the mix that sticks out that isn't hyper clean, I'd say that's a negative part of the mix. Right. Even in like electronic music, like that's why I don't get super hyper clean with my mixes as much as I could. I feel like, because I don't know, there's a lot of there's some things you kind of want to hide and like also create some imperfection or some like or feeling of imperfection,
right?
Like a controlled imperfection,
Yeah, you're trying to produce something to the best of your ability for the consumer, while you're still also feeling like you're giving them something at the same time.
Yeah.
And please yourself in between, because let's get into this part of it. The ego part of a lot of things that I've had to deal with versus what I feel like is in the scene for, I'm talking about specifically rappers to EDM artists, completely different whenever it comes to producements and what's good and what's bad. But when it comes to the niche market of what sounds good, nobody cares. Nobody, like, that's what they want. They want that type of music. They want to consume. They want to enjoy it, whatever it may be. So why does it take the extra much? Like, there's movies and stuff that are being made that are completely for second screen type of shit. So it's like, do you feel like music is getting that type of way, or do you feel like you're focusing on making a quality thing for not having to be a second screen? Like, what is the...
Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of hard. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's just kind of like how you're going into the project and what you're trying to accomplish with it. Like, a lot of times I'm thinking of the dance floor. I'm thinking of people hearing my things live, and I don't, maybe I'll go into making a tune to play to hit the dance floor a bunch, and I'm not, the reason the song, the composition flew out of me so quick is because I'm thinking of the dance floor. I'm not thinking of those other producers we were talking about earlier that are gonna not other producers, just other musicians that like can hear my imperfections. I get stumped there because I'm like, no, if I'm going to release this, everybody's going to have it on they'll be able to hear it whenever they want on their phone and hear all my imperfections. Whereas if I know this is going only to a live audience, I know I can get away with so much more imperfections because they're not going to be able to hear it again and overanalyze it. I don't know if that tangent had anything to do with like pulling from your question, but
no, that answered my question pretty well, because it's like, okay, let's say for like, what's a popular hip hop track that you know? That's just something that's favorite.
Dude, I don't know. What am I even? Hot in Here, Nelly.
Okay, cool.
I just remixed it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's super perfect. That specific song could have been a mistake.
Yeah.
Like most rap songs are. You know, going forward with that, you don't even get to play live music unless you have a track with rap music. The same thing with a lot of other things too. So it's like you're hitting the money on the head right there with being able to prove that you putting out a quality product at the same time of being able to think about the consumer at the end of the day, because everything else is just kind of like you said with the content, like shoving it down your throat. Here's this, here's that. It's like I said, second screen type of nature with the stuff. With being able to take the time to pursue putting out a good project and having something that's fire and having something that's going to be long term. Like think about it, something like this, like the Seinfeld got more views than newer movies that we have all come to love in the last 5 years, and it's been out for like what, 14 years. It's the same thing with that, aging like fine wine. You have something that's good, people that respect it, and there's so many people that haven't seen it before, they're gonna eventually find that thing. Same thing with Nelly. That song could have been a mistake. He could have put something in that song that did not need to be there, or there was something in that specific tune that was put there that he didn't even know about later on, or whatever, that he listened to and was like, no, we gotta fix it. But it was already a hit. It was already something that made, you know, traction and stuff. There's a lot of those stories out there.
Yeah.
And it's being completely in tune with your art and not trying to give the second screen bullshit to the consumer. In my opinion, and yes, you took away the question at hand was, do you feel that basically what you're doing is different or the same thing? So
yeah,
and I think that you answered it pretty well.
Yeah, for sure.
Is there anybody you want to shout out? Anybody you want to fucking, you know, anything you want to tell us that's coming up before we close it out?
Yo, shout out French Fry.
Yo, shout out French Fry.
No, baby girl, where you at?
No, your cat's mad famous, bro.
No, she's. This is why we do it. It's only, she's almost to a million on her reel.
1 million on her reel?
That's why I do this, dog. That's why it's all for her. But man, I don't really know who to shout out right now. I'm playing Beyond Existence this weekend. I don't know if this probably won't be posted till after that.
I'll probably have it posted by then, maybe.
Cool. Then I got a Kansas City show with Acid Cats. Oh yeah, check out Acid Cats. That's my side project with Lucid from St. Louis.
Lucid's a cool guy. I've met him a couple times.
Yeah, that's my brother. And Acid Cats is like psychedelic Western. Dude, honestly, I haven't actually got to get the Acid Cats story out. Do you know about how the album came to be?
Nah, dude, we got time.
Okay, word. So Acid Cats, me and Dean started Acid Cats in the middle of the Mojave Desert after eating cactuses all for what feels like months, looking for water, and we stumble upon these instruments made from gourds. No, I'm kidding. I'm fucking around.
Yo, that's crazy. No. I was like, where the fuck is this going, dude?
So the whole lore, man, do I want to go into the whole lore? I'll just go into this album.
Yeah.
Whenever Acid Cats has been a thing for a couple years, and then it was only a couple, 2 or 3 2 or 3 years ago, me and Dean were like, man, let's actually like make Acid Cats a thing. Like, let's actually pick a direction, because it used to be just us fucking around. We'd live loop, do some funky shit, like playing all our instruments. It was always instrumental and live. But he's like, how can we harness our best qualities of each other and actually do something that both of us want to do, but like don't really want to do with our projects? So we're like, let's make acid cats. Like, what's something that nobody does,
I like that part.
which is like really, I don't know. It's tough to get like so many subgenres and then go further and create your own subgenre. But we were like, nobody's doing like Western bass music.
Opposite of commercial DJ.
You know, like how could like let's do like Western bass music, but like, you know, our psychedelic style, like my psychedelic sound design, his instrumental and songwriting, and baby girl. There's my little kitty right there, my little acid cat. So yeah, we started as these psychedelic cowboy bandito boys, but so he comes to Fayetteville to start our album. And so before we even go to the studio, we write this whole storyline. We're like, dude, let's do like a concept album where these like heroes, like these cowboy Western, oh baby girl. Oh, that was a little flop, wasn't it? Little baby girl, little. Okay. But we're like, okay, so we're these cowboys, like these heroes, and we return back to our saloon, and also this universe that we've created. It's like ancient China meets the Wild West meets like Louisiana swamp. All this different shit. Doesn't matter. We can make whatever we want. Okay, so
right.
This is what it is.
No, you 110%. I'm just
and
like
so we come
Confused.
like in the story we're like, okay, we're coming to town, we bust in the saloon, and basically we get like dosed by some random dude with some vial or something.
Is this a music video?
Oh, I'll get to it. So we're writing all this out. This is all a handwritten story.
Mm-hmm.
And then they all walk out of the saloon with the bar folk, you know, dancing behind them, and then they all scatter and look into the distance, and there's a ninja, like a samurai looking dude in this dark alleyway. And so it's basically this whole story of us going into these crazy shenanigans and falling into like random shit. There's a gator chase scene.
I want to see this.
We run through the gator chase. We see the fortune teller's hut. We slam the door, and then that starts the next song where she doses us again. Basically, we just keep getting drugged, like throughout, with all kinds of random chemicals throughout the whole show or the whole story. And so we wrote everything. The climax, the peak, the battle scene, the gator chase, the coming to love and light. There's a whole arc, you know. And then we went into the studio and wrote every track scene by scene. Song one, you know, you hear the film, you hear the film start, you hear us walking through the fucking like country, walk up to the saloon, you hear like the piano on the other side of the door open, everybody cheer, and so it's all like very cinematic and tactile. But then it'll just fucking slam into the bass, like cowboy bass shit. And yeah, so it made it super fun to make this album, because we're like, all right, now it's the fortune teller scene. Let's get some old like jazz chords and like some crinky, like let's make the tea kettle in the background where she's, you know, dosing us and all this weird psychedelic madness, I guess. And it's fun. We have a bunch of little Easter eggs in it. There's a lot of Easter eggs. It's funny. But let me actually grab the album real quick. It's all depicted in comic book form.
That's lit. The whole album?
Yeah. It's a 12-track album.
Okay.
Swanky. Crack that bitch open.
Yo!
The entire comic.
Yo, show that camera too. Yeah, that's sick. That's sick. That's so fire.
Yeah. Got the whole the gator chase scene.
So who drew all this art out?
This is PJ Kempin. Fucking awesome artist from Missouri.
That's
Buddy
awesome.
of ours. The gator, after the fortune teller, we get so spun out, we end up blacking out, thinking we're abducted by aliens, and then we wake up in a field somewhere. But
It's like a
all the
graphic
world
novel.
is beautiful now, and we see all the beauty and positivity in the world. The alligator comes back, and he's all happy, and we're all dancing together. There's little Easter eggs all throughout that I would just have to tell you about at an after party somewhere. like the little contraption we made here that nobody would know what it is, but
Unless you just knew.
unless
Yeah.
we're drinking sometime and I'm like, hey, okay, now listen to this song, listen to this one part. Yeah, we did that. Yeah, it's full of shit.
Man.
But yeah, it's fun as hell, and it's just, man, I want more people to do this kind of shit because it was super fun for us to make, and you know, like,
That's so cool to have your tracks pressed out on a fucking.
oh yeah, that's
trying to get
and
that.
I don't have
Trying to
any
get that.
I don't have any full length Flintwick albums to do that with, so
How many songs?
12.
12 songs.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, 2 discs, and those are available still. Yeah, you
Oh.
can get them from acidcats.com.
We'll put the link to your website in the bio.
Yes, sir.
Bro.
Yep, and the only Acid Cats date is in Kansas City the night before Thanksgiving.
Right on. So no
Yep,
taboo for you, huh?
Is that the night before Thanksgiving?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know when that shit is.
I don't know. I have no clue.
I just get calls from the homies and like, bro, where the fuck are you? And that's
Oh,
how I end up
shit.
there. Because
Yeah.
I stay editing, bro. Stay editing.
Yeah,
At the crib, bro.
good. Yeah, man, you need to.
But yeah, where can they find you, bro?
Oh, just everywhere. Like Flintwick.net, you're gonna be able to find all my merch. You're gonna be find my links, and Flintwick.net, Instagram, Facebook.
Go buy that Flintwick album. Go buy that. Not
Yeah,
the
the
Acid
Acid
Cats
Cats,
album.
yeah.
Go buy the.
Oh yeah, I'm
Flintwick
about to
merch.
drop a bunch of new merch for Flintwick. That's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
tight. Bucket hats.
Bucket hats.
Oh
Like
yeah,
this?
yeah, the reversible.
Yeah.
With the cheetah scrimp pattern. So I got cheetah print, but if you look closer, it's a little shrimp. And this one's in purple, and it's reversible. In case you
Oh
try.
yeah, I like that one too.
You get a little pop it up and a little flare, just a little
Got
bit
to.
right there. You know what I'm saying?